Okay, let's take a look at what we're going to need for this. We're going to keep this really simple today. So, in the centre, star of the show, we've got some chicken. I've got some chicken legs there. You can use any part of the chicken you want, entirely up to you. Bone in, skin on. I've given it a nice clean, always important. Tomatoes, fresh tomatoes on this side, about equal parts of a onion that side. I'm using a white onion, go for whatever you like. And then here I've got some puree, passata, tinned tomatoes, up to you what you want to use. Loads of garlic, I've chopped that or sliced that, nice and chunky. A few black olives. We're going to add some salt, some pepper, some dried oregano or basil or marjoram or Italian type spices. We're going to start this off with a pot, which you're going to need a lid for, with some olive oil in. Well, I prefer to use olive oil. Pretty simple this. Let's go and do it. Okay, here's my pot. Like I say, you're going to need a lid for that. I've got some olive oil in there. You could use a different type of oil if you want. Very simply, I'm on a low heat at the moment, by the way, guys. I'm just going to get our chicken in there. Always make sure you wash your chicken really well. I wash it with salt and lemon. I like to use lemon juice on it and kind of, give it a bit of a clean like that. So in goes our parts. And as you can see, these are the legs, but I've cut them into half. So all I want to do now is I'm just want to fry these around, not massively high heat, kind of medium heat. Just seal them a little bit, just for 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll add some seasoning. Okay, so just gently cooking that. Absolutely raw inside this chicken. That was just a couple of minutes. So while we're here now, let's get some salt, some black pepper, and then you can add whatever you like. I'm going to go for here some oregano or oregano, as you call it in the States. I've got here a little bit of marjoram, and here a little touch of dried basil or basil. But again, if you want, you can buy one of those, kind of Italian mixed spices already, or maybe a little bit of thyme, some rosemary. Oh, that's all good. Now at this stage, I'm going to get in my garlic. Again, a ton of garlic. I've used a whole head there, and as you can see, it's fairly chunky. Kind of sliced chunky. It's up to you how you want to do that. You can mince it if you want. Those olives, I just throw them in now, a bit of flavour. Totally optional. You could, if you wanted now, just add a little bit of chilli, a few chilli flakes maybe, a little cayenne, just to kind of give it that little edge if you want. I'm not going to do that today because my children are going to be eating this. They're not big chilli fans. Okay, so medium kind of heat. Let's cook this around for about, 4 or 5 minutes. Let it get on its way. This is coming on beautifully. Now, onions. Now I'm putting in a white onion. I'm putting in quite a lot of onion. I like a lot of onion in this kind of sauce or this stew, whatever you call it. And again, medium heat. Another 4 to 5 minutes. Give it a stir every now and then. There you go, just a few minutes that was. Those onions are doing their job. Now, fresh tomatoes. Now, I like to use fresh tomatoes in this. Some people just put in a tin of tomatoes or puree or something. But I think it makes a big difference to me with the fresh tomatoes in there. So let's just stir them in. Then what we're going to do, we're going to pop a lid on this. Let it go for about 4 or 5 minutes now, still on this medium heat. Those tomatoes will break down. Then we'll add some other tomatoes, but I've got some passata here. You can use, like I said, tinned tomatoes or puree. No need to touch that now, just give it a few minutes. Okay, let's jump in and take a load of steam out of there for you. Look at those tomatoes are really softening down. This is well on its way now. Wonderful, wonderful smell we're getting. A very sort of familiar Italian type sauce smell we're getting. All that oregano, basil, the marjoram, lots of garlic. Okay, now I'm going to add in my pureed tomatoes. Stir that in. Now I'm going to add just a touch of water, a touch of cold water. But you could, if you wanted, instead of using water, put some red wine, white wine. And again, you can add loads of different veg to this. You could add some, you know, bell peppers, different colours, give it a nice little vibe. Zucchini or courgettes, aubergine or eggplant, all work really well. Mushrooms work really well in this. So that's it, we're kind of set. All we're going to do now is turn that heat down just a little bit, not a simmer, just above a simmer. Lid on. Just let that go now for 20-25 minutes like that. You can't really overcook this, to be honest. It'll just get better and better. But yeah, I'm going to do that 25 minutes. I'll be back then. Give it a little stir every now and then. Let's jump in and take a look now. Again, let me let all that steam out of there. This is looking absolutely wonderful. This has been going about 25 minutes. That chicken will be perfectly cooked. I mean, depending on the size of the pieces that you add, of course. Now, a little bit of pesto sauce in there can really work. Even a bit of parmesan. You could throw a bit of grated parmesan in there, it'll be delicious. Some fresh parsley or fresh basil. All these things work. I'm keeping it really simple today. Like I say, you can add loads of different veg in there if you wanted. I'm going to let that go just for, I don't know, another sort of 10 minutes. With the lid off this time. Let it just kind of steam out. Okay, off goes the heat. Check that for salt. Maybe a touch of pepper if you wanted. For me, that's absolutely fine. Really simple, Italian-styled tomato garlic chicken. Great with some pasta, of course. Great on its own. With some rice or with some nice crunchy bread. You know, fresh bread to dip in there and eat. Hope that's helped. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon. Lots of love.